Analyzing characters in Dragon Ball and how they fight. Part 1, we have Goku. Goku, his fighting nature is usually typically, Goku usually likes to warm up before he has his match and never like goes all out right out the gate. He likes to take his time to get a feel of his opponents when he's in a matchup with them. And he likes to take his time just pretty much enjoying the fight, especially when there's a strong opponent. If it's usually like the underlings, he'll probably make a grand entrance and just, take them out with one shot, as he's shown with Nappa and of course the Ginyu Force. But when it comes to like the main battles against like people like Frieza or Cell, he definitely likes to take his time to warm up, to enjoy the fight before he goes all out. Which there's pros and cons to Goku's fighting style, whereas in, the cons is that Goku like to see his opponents, full power, and with that it can put him in a bad position. Where the pros to Goku's fighting style is that he gets to test out and see how they fight before he goes all out. Now, Goku typically likes to enjoy his battle with his opponent, even if the enemy is someone who has caused great harm to his friends and family, such as people like Frieza, who has killed his best friend Krillin and injured Piccolo, and even try to kill, Gohan. And Goku still will show mercy to them and still enjoy the challenge that they present to him, because he's kind of like enjoy the battles like just for the sport of it. Now, Goku also has a tendency to let his guard down when he fights, and that's a thing that we kind of like tell Goku about, like, staying open, and that's something that Goku typically likes to do. But on the other side, Goku is like a fighting genius, and he also states a couple of times that even in Super that, the same attack won't work on him twice. So, Goku does has his, he does have like a very genius, type of skill level when it comes down to fighting. And pretty much him able to master techniques and do things that other people can't do. And that's something that's kind of special with his ability. But at the same time, like I said, Goku's, he fights more for just the sport, and like I said, it's not really for like, vengeance or anything like that. He's really just doing it for his love for fighting, and that's just something of like Goku's way of fighting and stuff, and him just testing his skills against strong new opponents, whether he wins or loses. Because as you look at Goku's, track record in the series, a lot of the big fights, technically Goku did not win a lot of big fights on his own. Typically it was through the help of his friends in some form or fashion. His friends always been his go-to way of like, overcoming any battles. Him and his battle against his brother Raditz, him and Piccolo teamed up, and Piccolo's the one to give the final blow. And then even with Vegeta, he had assistance from Krillin, Gohan, and Yajirobe. And then as we go on to like people like Frieza, of course, the same thing. Gohan, Piccolo, and Krillin, and even, Vegeta, so to say. But then as we move on to Cell, Goku ultimately gave up on that fight, because at the end of the day he knew that Gohan would be the one to defeat Cell. So, and then we go on to Buu, the same thing. Goku needed a Spirit Bomb, which needed the help to buy time from Vegeta and Fat Buu, and pretty much Goku has always had the help of his friends for like a lot of big battles, and he never just really took down any big opponents and stuff, which always kept Goku kind of humble in that type of experience. Because if Goku, a lot of things that people haven't noticed, that if Goku really went out there winning a lot of the big battles just on his own, it probably could have did something to his character. But something that it goes back to Dragon Ball with Master Roshi kind of like instilling in Goku as him, disguised as Jackie Chun, which he defeated Goku in the first martial arts tournament that Goku joined in, because he didn't want him or Krillin to become complacent, and pretty much to continue to seek new, stronger, people, and pretty much, work on their skills, to know that there's always someone better out there. And that's kind of something that with Goku, it pushes Goku to now, because with a lot of the fights in the series, Goku has always had help in some form or fashion to like fight on strong opponents. Even with Beerus, him meeting the other Saiyans to do the ritual to become a Super Saiyan God, and without them there, Goku would have been helpless. So as you look throughout the series, Goku has always just had some type of help on the first, and usually he'll become stronger than those opponents after the fact. As the same thing with Hit, as he returned to fight Hit to get a second rematch. Now it'll be good to see like a rematch between him and Jiren and see who's stronger. So that's about it for this video. And like I said, drop a like, drop a comment at the bottom, tell us what you think. How do you think Goku fight? And like I said, tell us who you would like to see next in coming of this series. This is a brand new series that we're starting about. We're going to be examining, I'm planning to do, different animes as well in the characters, but right now we're starting with Dragon Ball characters, and then maybe we might segue into like Naruto characters and then some other animes as well. But like I said, put in the comment, tell us some characters that you would like us to analyze, and tell us who do you want to see and learn about their fighting style, and we could go ahead and go in depth into that character. So don't forget to follow us over on Twitter at the PowerUp99, and TikTok the same, PowerUp99. And like I said, we got daily videos, we got shorts coming out daily. A lot of new stuff is coming. Like I said, we got another video coming. But like I said, stay tuned. We're gonna be dropping like daily videos about just analyzing different characters right now, like I said. So right now, episode 1, part 1, whatever one you want to call it, we got Goku. Episode 2 is going to be coming out soon, maybe tomorrow. So stay tuned.